Hi, it's meditation time. Let me remind you 65 days until my book party. And we will be ready to meditate in little less than 2 minutes. Um, book party, July 22nd. Very exciting. That's coming up really soon. I just sent the manuscript back to the developmental editor. So I am feeling like I dropped a kid off at camp. Like there's not much for me to do until I pick the kid up from camp. So I got a meeting with the editor first week of June. Um, it's weird. It's weird dropping the baby off. Um, we still got a minute. What do you want to talk about? Let me add to the chat. Hello. And I'm gonna add to my Discord chat too. I forgot I even have that. ROTB live. I forgot where I keep the live stream. Oh, it's just on my main page. There it is. Yeah, it shows that I say, hello, streamers. There we go. Just posted that to that page. We will be meditating in just a few seconds. Glad that you're here. Did that show up on that page? Yes. Oh, there we go. We are live and meditating. Oh, we did it. Do it again tomorrow. I look forward to it. Thanks for joining me. Hey, Cindy. Brian Mayer, Annie Mayer's father, Emmett Mayer's father, Jane Mayer's beloved. Um, we have an appointment coming up for Annie on the 30th. She gets back from a trip on that day, and I'm thinking, you don't want her in a crabby mood. No, correct. Yeah, that what great. And they great. Uh, well, oh, I don't know what her summer camp plans are going to be. Do you have anything later than that? I'm good. Let me find. Let me. Yeah, I don't. No, she might still be at that camp. I don't know what the camp times are, but let's put her in at 5, and if we have to punt, we'll punt. We'll do. Appreciate you. And question for you about the sealant. They said think about it. We should talk about whether she wants sealants. We never did a circle back to discuss the sealants. Um, is it just an automatic thing that we do? We just should do sealants. That's standard protocol. That's all I needed to hear. Oh my God, July. Go ahead. And okay, and this will not interfere with her Invisaligns. Great. All right, let's do that. But July 12th is not is Jane's birthday. So I'm gonna say let's find a day that is not her mom's birthday. Let's say 5 o'clock on Tuesday the 18th. Appreciate you. Thanks so much, Annie. That's right. That's Jane. No, no, no. Jane is her mom. Great. I appreciate it very much. Thank you for your flexibility. Will do. Bye bye.
Hi.
Hello, peoples.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Uh,
Indeed.
why are you surprised, Alex? Why are you surprised that I'm impressed by your resume?
Because I feel like I'm virtually unemployable.
That's bullshit. Reading that resume, I was really impressed. So I
See,
don't.
I look at all the job opportunities on LinkedIn, and they all say skills, 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 and here's a whole long list of stuff I don't have, and it's like, okay, well, I'm not going to apply for that one either.
Well,
So,
LinkedIn, the thing is that don't be afraid to bite off more than you could chew,
okay,
because you can learn to chew it. You've got that. Anybody that can write 500,000 lines of code is capable programmer.
yeah. I mean, it took me
We
a
are
while to do it. I didn't do it overnight, obviously.
yeah, Brian. We are continuing an
Yeah,
ongoing.
I'm picking it up.
uh, well, I'm looking forward to hearing the consensus around how things went last week. Because
I'm just sorting through
okay,
my cards. That I'll see which ones say Wednesday at the top.
right.
Well, I wasn't here Saturday. I had fun instead.
Good.
I was here Saturday. I was at a wedding instead.
Not that your Saturday morning service isn't fun, but this was funner.
Oh, I got this.
Basically, a girlfriend of mine that I've known since high school, she came up while Scott was in Merced, and it was kind of like having a slumber party when you're in high school, only there's no
good.
parents, and we get to drink as much alcohol as we wanted to drink.
Right.
So
Without the
fun.
parents.
Oh, yeah. The wedding was the previous week. This was Bridge City. Yeah. Things run together sometimes.
I'm missing some of my notes. Excuse me.
Hi, Maria.
Hello, people. There we go. That's better. Oh, maybe I did some. I don't think I
Oh, hello. I got 3 more. Oh, all right.
Oh, maybe I didn't.
Okay,
Why are
my
you making
friends.
all co-hosts?
You're all co-hosts.
Right. Why?
I don't know. I wanted to make it feel equal.
Okay.
Just
Oh,
not sure why you need a co-host.
okay, I'm going to take it away.
Thank you.
Okay. All better now?
Mhm.
Now you're the host, Maria.
Oh, I missed that. I was sending a text message to Brian, so
Fair
okay,
enough.
missed it.
All right, let's do a little bit, 30 seconds, a minute of where we find ourselves. I'll start. I sent the book to the editor yesterday, which is great, and I have the exact analogy, which is it's like dropping a kid off at camp. And I can't wait to find out what it experiences and what changes have happened. So I'll hear back. I have to set up a meeting with her for the first week of June, because as she says, it's going to take a while to read. It's really exciting. It's really, really fucking exciting. So I got, for the first time since last Wednesday, I got a chance to read the whole book from the front to the end, which
Oh,
I never had
Did you like
considered
it?
before. That, yeah, I think it's really fucking great. But that you don't get to read your own book until it's at that point where you can read the whole book. It was kind of neat. All right, so that's me in a nutshell. Ron, what you got?
let me see here. 2 Saturdays ago, I was at my best friend's wedding. Last Saturday was Bridge City's trying to figure out, as the meeting ages and young people are
Right.
not joining, where do we go from here, for the little Quaker meeting I'm part of. And next Wednesday, we're taking off for almost 5 weeks for our 35th wedding anniversary to go down to the little Quaker meeting in San Diego, where we were married 35 years ago.
Oh,
And
wow.
Oh,
down 101 and Highway 1 and staying in Big Sur and Half Moon
The bridge
Bay.
is back open there. You can get to it.
We need to check, but
Yeah.
I hope so. They were talking about it, so we haven't checked yet. I will check.
Hope so.
Otherwise, we have to go around and we're going to skip Big Sur, which would
Yeah.
be way too bad.
Yeah.
And the dog is going with us.
Cedar. Good. Wonderful, wonderful. Alex, how about you?
I'm feeling kind of anxious and bummed right now. Bummed because a friend of mine that I've known since middle school was just diagnosed with pancreatic cancer stage 4, and the tumor is on the head of the pancreas and it spread to his liver, so not good. Unless he gets in some kind of effective clinical trial, basically my friend is toast. Within who knows, but anyway, that's that. And then I'm feeling anxious because my client who has been saying, well, maybe we're gonna need to look for jobs, maybe probably, I don't know, he said look for a job. So I mean, my job isn't going to end right away. It kind of is going to peter out over the next 12 months, but now I got to look for another job, which I don't
That sucks.
relish doing. And so, yeah.
I've
Sorry.
seen her resume. She's not going to have any problem.
We'll see about that.
We got Ron in your corner, so that's
Some people think I will have 5 seconds before of unemployment, and I am worried I'm basically unemployable. So
well,
I've been in the industry 43 years. I say you won't have a problem.
okay.
Well,
all right.
let's
Well, I'm
let
listening.
Alex have her experience, and I appreciate your vote of confidence as well, Ron. Maria, How do you find what's going on?
I'm trying to keep my head above the waters that are spring and gardening and yard work and I don't know, never ending weeding. So, yeah,
Okay.
I made a list. I need a list.
Oh.
Otherwise, I'm going to forget. So, got to have a list.
It's overwhelming. Yeah. Just put Joe in charge of some of it and see what happens.
Excellent. Okay, Joe, I'll send you a list.
Okay. Well, your work will go down because any of the greenery that I touch will die. So then you never have to touch it again because it'll be dead.
Joe,
Good, come
what's
touch the
going
weed.
on with you, my friend? 30
Well,
seconds or so.
as you can tell, I'm not at my physical best. But I feel better today than I have in the last week. So I'm going in the right direction, which makes me happy.
Good. Bob?
Hi.
Hi.
Well, I can somewhat sympathize with Maria. I finally got the backyard mowed a little bit, and but that we had to keep some of them out there so that Rita could look at the flowers. And so we started out with one small plant of daisies, and now we have a backyard full of daisies.
That's what they do.
Yeah,
Well, good. All
and
right.
dandelions. I forgot the dandelions part.
Go beautiful. So let's do the thing where we talk about what happened Saturday and what we can learn, what we might think went good, bad, indifferent. Anyone? I got a lot of notes in front of me. Anyone want to start on thoughts from Saturday? Obviously, if you were there, it's easier.
You got all the notes.
I do have. So first order of business, the light and love listing. I don't know what happened, but that list got really long.
Wow.
It did. It's a fresh list this week. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Because we need to start having new thoughts about what to do. Because that was I appreciate that people want loved ones' names read and prayed for. I'm contemplating a play for pray programming, which is unless you're showing up to the service, do your own fucking prayers at home. And that doesn't feel right. But gosh, that list was way too long last week. Okay, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, although some of the people that are being prayed for, especially family members, are not part of the community that are active.
No, I don't mind praying for some, like Bob. You want to mention your step monk, whatever. You're there. It's the people who were getting the names of all of the people who are dear to their life, but those people that neither the person who we are praying for nor the person who asked for the name are showing up.
Okay.
So, yeah. Other thing that happened on Saturday, I have two other things. I have one that said look at each other. I liked that. I had people looking at each other before the prayers. I'm going to encourage that to happen again, unless there's objections.
Back a minute. I think that maybe one of the ideas might be to shorten the list is to just make a general announcement that those people who have asked for prayer and who have are members of our community, and that, and without naming everybody in particular.
Right. Well, let's see what happens this week. We're going to keep our ear open. It's a good thought we can do for the next one. Hey, here was something that happened Saturday that's not happened before. I sang in Hebrew.
Mhm.
I didn't expect that to happen.
Did a good job.
Yeah, it felt all right.
Mm-hmm.
Not a usual regular thing. I don't think that's going to happen again for a long while. But it was dear. It felt organic
Mhm.
for the moment. It wasn't a big performance piece. It was just there. So, hooray! Those are gratitude list. So this is going to be add prayers. I want to look at for next time. Oh, hey, here's a one. Michael Perlmutter helped me to word this, and I don't remember if he did that. I think he did it in the rabbi room afterwards. He said it's really hard to invite people to the service, as it's really hard to articulate briefly what it is that we do. So I thought maybe of inviting people after the service if they want to come try to. I don't know, maybe I come, maybe it's for me to come up with, or do I outsource it to the group and group source it to how do you invite people to this thing? What do you say? Maybe I'll do that.
Have them show up after, like into your rabbi room. I think that's a good idea.
Well, I'm going to do that as a second. So I'm going to start with see if anybody has words that they have used, and if anyone wants to take a shot at it, and otherwise let's do it after the service. Okay. I was thinking of talking about this week about Drabi, and this idea of pronouns, and following up on the newsletter that went out on Monday. There was a little bit of a buzz about it yesterday at the Tuesday group. So
I really liked that little letter that you set up. I liked it a lot.
thank you. People are not yet. It's change. It's just change. So I want us to have a chance to discuss this as a group. This moves over here.
I also think that there's a bit of, it's not just change. There seems to be a little bit of fear or discomfort with the idea of making a mistake,
Yeah.
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 an unintentional mistake.
That shows you're doing something.
Right.
Well, yeah, shows you're trying.
Thing is I like the way you suggested handling it when there was a mistake.
You just
You know?
apologize and you move on.
Yeah.
Yes, let me reiterate that on Saturday so that we hit that in a more than one modality. People have read it, and then let's have a little bit of a discussion about it and help people to see. Yesterday was, I thought, pretty fascinating. If the Tuesday group is any indication of the larger group, which I'm assuming it is, there was some definite, I would say, discomfort. And I was really, and if I don't remember this, oh, come on. I appreciate the discomfort, and I really appreciate people speaking up and saying that they aren't comfortable with something, because that's how we learn. So I think we often get the message that you either toe the line or you shut up. And I want to come back to this idea of it's okay to challenge authority. It's okay to be a squeaky wheel. It's okay to say I don't like that, even though everyone else is doing it. I have notes about review of maybe that it's time for us to do some review. Talk about get to have to. Talk about Meg's law. Talk about the 5 things for learning. Talk about what love is about again. Does a review feel like I don't have a one theme for this week, so I thought maybe we just do a review. Is there something that feels like it's in the air that we should be talking about for Saturday?
I'm wondering whether there's an unintentional classroom concept of reviewing and things like that, of going over the things that we've learned. I don't know where that fits into with people who are there the first time, and it there's a spiritual aspect to it, but is there a formal spiritual aspect to it?
I like what you're saying, Bob. My when you're saying it, it makes me remember that I fall naturally and easily into a teacher role, and maybe that's not what we're gathered to do. Not that my skills aren't useful,
Right?
teaching skills, but I think you really hit hard with that comment. Thank you, Bob.
You're welcome.
So if I were to look at the cards that I still have, is I have here would be, if I had to pick a topic would be, I have notes about being proud,
Mm-hmm.
about how it's hard for us to be proud.
Mm-hmm. Because of the some of the things that we've experienced earlier in life, in the sense of that being proud was a negative thing.
Right.
Yeah. Personal experience. Pride cometh before a fall.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Which isn't true.
Oh.
It's not. Let's go with SOME. Some of the times it's true.
Right.
Some of the times not. So yeah, there is a there's a sense, thou shalt not be proudful. Like there's the hubris word. Joe, you and I were talking about hubris.
I guess what I mean is that when I was working with my customers, that I saw, in a sense of pride in myself, that I was able to give the customers the service that they were looking for, and that it motivated me to continue, not from a sense of, hey, but from a sense of knowing that I was on the right track and I needed to keep on going.
Yeah. I'm curious also about levels of, like, it's okay to be satisfied with what you do and knowing you did a good job, but it's a different thing maybe to be proud. I'm gonna look into. All right, let's play it. Let's go. I mean, and on the opposite end of it is humility, being
Right.
humble, and humility and there's probably something lovely and tasty in that. And if it goes really, really terribly, Bob, I'll just go into default teacher mode and teach something. Bless you, Joe.
Thank you.
And I have one card. I have the one card that I knew exactly what this was going to mean. I have no idea what that means. Oh, here. This might be the beginning. Where's the thing with Emmett on it go? Oh, here. That I mentioned at the end of the service last week that I was really frustrated with the way that Emmett made seltzer. That he was doing it wrong, and that it was taking me great amounts of spiritual currency to not be mad at him for something that was insignificant and stupid. And there are two pieces to it. One, we can lead that will have an exit ramp towards proud of what's something that you're proud of yourself for not having done. What's something so that the other end of that is I've not, so thank you for letting me practice this one out. I knew he would fuff the seltzer more times than necessary. And there's a thing that we do where we go, you did that thing and I knew you were going to do that thing. And I think about it, and the way we apply that, now I'm really mad because you did the thing I knew you were going to do. We seem to give ourselves permission to be angrier because we knew the person was going to do the thing that they did. And what I want us to say is that that's how this one links in. That's not really logical. Because if you knew the person was going to bang their cart into your cart at the supermarket and you're like, I knew they were going to do that. If you were really that fucking smart, you would have prepared yourself for impact and to not be upset by it. Like, we do something off where we double down and we think that gives us extra reason to be mad because I knew you were going to do it. Whereas I think it's the opposite. It's the
Pretty funny.
Yeah, so I know I'm on something. And here was the example from that was there's this logical fallacy which says, oh, hold on. I think I've been broadcasting this